challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Gets a chance with that jumping. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw? Parries the attack. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Grabs him, going in, stops the attack by using a drive parry. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Yoga teleport! Where is he going? Knockdown and... Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Crowns him from above. Sneaks in the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Jumps in. This is gonna hurt. Oh man, this is a scary range. Burns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Raw super art incoming. Uh-oh. This would really tip the scale. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Comment from up high. Close, reads the jump in perfectly. Then they are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets carried to the corner. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The pressure is so intense. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw? Closes the gap for the grab. Solid throw tech. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters planning and experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Quick breather. Draw critical. What's gonna happen? This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Who will come out on top? They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Oh, kisses the fireball. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. How will both competitors use this remaining time? Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Throws them. What's next? Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Can't tech the throw? All right, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Still scrapping for control K? Oh. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both sides reluctant to get in each other's faces. But who'll seize control this round? Player 2 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 will have to deal with brushing that off and keep going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball.
Where you going?
Jump! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Breaks through with the throw! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Calling to make something happen! Leaning on the overdrive. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Comment from up high! Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Plenty of. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player 2, there's a burnout. What are they gonna do? Oh, snipes! Player 1 is in a very drives and back misses. Both sides getting ready. Turns out. Crowns them from above. Just don't closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Player 1 chases them down. What's the play here? The low is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Sticks the combo. Player 1 and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Blossom! Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Hits the back throw to get the side switch. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Both sides in Burnout. They can't drive. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Time to reassess the situation? Out of range. Relatively safe. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. This is the ideal. This unleashes some big damage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Okay, here we go. All in with the rush. The jump is, this is gonna hurt. Give me more fuel for the fire. That's how you close it out. What a beast. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Knockdown. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Burnout is triggered. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. They break things off to take a quick breather. Shows the medium kick, goes for the Fireball, which is very strong at this range. They gotta keep their eye on the timer. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Burnout activates. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. There's a change of sides. Throws them. Big throws. Fires off a Yoga Kami. Time to reassess the situation? Are they going to be able to come back and stack burns out? So, what's next? Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Keeps them out. Sandblast. Experiencing burnout. Barely blocks. This can lead to some big damage. What's next? Draw critical. What's gonna happen? Still alive? Still alive?
Give me your power.
No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.